The women leaders made these commitments during a stakeholders meeting convened by the champion of the Protect the Girl, Save the Nation campaign, First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Mrs. Janet Museveni. The meeting took place at State House in Tebe.
We want to hear from you on how you think we can partner together in mobilizing the country against the vices of defilement of our children and the early marriages and the teenage pregnancies, and how we can promote responsible parenthood.
Representatives of women leaders from the Mothers Union, Catholic Women Guild, Muslim Mothers Network, the National Fellowship of Born-Again Pentecostal Churches, and the Inter-Religious Council pledged to use the existing structures in their respective jurisdictions to support this campaign.
The current projections indicate that if COVID-19 continues and there is no meaningful restraint measures, an additional 13 million child marriages and 7 million unattended pregnancies will take place globally, including Uganda, between 2020 to 2030.
It is our view that in this campaign, parents and guardians have a role to play in the following ways. One is creating awareness to these young people or sensitizing them.
The proposed interventions include massive sensitization to create awareness, creating safe spaces for the children to share experiences, sexuality education, raising the children in a religious way, emphasizing values and praying for the children and families, among others. Mrs. Janet Museveni said that the battle against defilement, child marriages and teenage pregnancies is not just for the government alone, but it belongs to all the families of Uganda, especially the mothers who are the custodians of the families.
It can have a dramatic impact, but the home is still the formative influence. The responsibility to inculcate the right values in our children lies with the family, therefore.
She emphasized that restoration of the family institution should be key on the agenda of this campaign. Citing the story of Eli in the Bible, Mrs. Janet Museveni said that God blames parents who do nothing whenever their children behave in ways that are shameful.
This man had children, and he was heading God's people in the country of Israel. His children behaved badly towards people, and God blamed Eli.
The Vice President of Uganda, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, emphasized the need for collective responsibility in this campaign to fight the vices which, she said, have impacted on the health of the young girls, disrupted their education, and has become a vicious cycle that contributes to poverty and impacts on the economy of the country.
Challenges of these issues becoming a vicious circle. When one girl is pregnant in this village today, if we don't check it, another village will have a similar case, and then if it is not checked, another village, then it becomes household, and it becomes a vicious circle.
Other speakers included the State Minister for Northern Uganda, Grace Kwichwiny, State Minister for Youth and Children Affairs, Sarah Mateke, UNICEF's representative, Dr. Monil Safeldin, and UNFPA's representative, Dr. Mary Otieno. They concurred that government should grow a database for adolescent girls who have been affected by child marriages, pregnancy, sexual exploitation, and such vices to ease planning for their assistance.
Recently, I had a case where one boy of 13 years impregnated 3 young girls. And when they reported the case, the parents of the boy said, no, we accept these are our children, and we are ready to marry off the 3 girls.
The religious women leaders advocated for the boy child not to be left out in the campaign. They called for the rule of law to reign so that all culprits of the vices are duly apprehended. This story was compiled by Prosi Basangwa.